ना 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 ना, घरौंदा नहीं घोंसला ही सही, मेरी झोपड़ी तेरी खोपड़ी सी छोटी नहीं, पर उड़ान मेरी, उड़ान मेरी, जरूरत की टोकरी को छज्जे पे टेक, हकीकत की आंच पे रोटियां सेक, बना ही लेंगे हम बना ही लेंगे, पहचान नहीं, पहचान नहीं, पहचान नहीं, पहचान नहीं. What you just saw was a brief glimpse of what Anurvana wants to do. We want to fill the streets with dance, music, and joy. But before we go any further, let me take you to the reality of slum life. According to UN, over a billion people are living in slums worldwide. India has the most slum dwellers. Delhi, the capital city of India. Over 2 million people are living in slums. Children and young people are stuck in a cycle of daily survival. Some turn to drugs and crime, and some become rag picker or a beggar, and some look for mini jobs like shoe polishing. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been forced to eat food which was thrown by others? Or was there a time when you might had to mix salt and water just to have something in your stomach? Well, I have experienced this. I grew up in a slum with my parents and 3 siblings. Lived in a small tiny shed which was around 8 by 10, this carpet area maybe, where we used to sleep in shifts because there was not enough space. And I was the one who used to sleep under the bed. But I was not alone. Sometimes I was accompanied by rats and cockroaches. There was no clean water, no hygiene, no electricity, no proper toilet. My father worked in a copper wire factory where he was earning around $32 per month. My mother worked as a domestic helper and also sometimes accompanied by my elder sister. My eldest brother left school at the age of 11 and did several odd jobs like car washing, dishwashing, worked as a waiter, worked in a jeans factory. And my sister and I, before and after school, we used to scavenge for recyclable items. Oh, it could be sold. When I was 9, we relocated to a place called Khan Market, where all the bureaucrats were living. And my father started working as a security guard. And my mother became a domestic helper for those bureaucrats. And for that, we got a servant quarter, which was quite an upgrade from 8 by 10 to 10 by 12. But now, we had clean water, electricity, and a toilet which was shared only by 4 families. My sister and I could go to a good school. One of my classmates who was in an organization called Manzil, he was doing theatre. So once I went to see his theatre play, but truly I did not get anything what he was doing on that stage. But in the end, everybody stood up and they started clapping for him. And that applause I wanted for myself. So I also joined that organization and I started learning English, maths, computer, science, painting, and which became my second home after school. But the best part was theatre. It became my biggest passion. It played a crucial role in shaping the person I am today. I developed self-confidence, empathy, curiosity, perseverance. Later, my friends and I started doing street plays on social problems like child rights, women empowerment, hygiene, sexual abuse, and all these gave me a sense of social awareness. Now, it was not applause anymore. I could dive into many characters, live in different world and leaving my own behind. Later, I started conducting theatre workshops in various organizations. Once, I was so excited because I was going to work with 30 slum children. But This number became inconsistent. Sometimes there were 10 children, sometimes 20, and sometimes no child at all. But why? To ask this question, I went to their community and asked their parents, why are you not sending your children? They are learning with us. And one of the parents responded, they don't have food, they are hungry. First, they should have something in their stomach, then they can get education. And this response impacted me. And I totally agree. No one can play, learn, or do anything with an empty stomach. But what parents also need to understand is theater is also life. And thus it becomes food for thought. And in our opinion, food and theater needs to go hand in hand. I came to Kanthari to start my organization, Anurvana. Anurvana means a new beginning. Here, we offer theater as a tool where beneficiaries can paint their own future. But before we begin to play, we have to offer a good, healthy meal. Currently, we are coming up with 3 projects. First, Theater for Change. Here, beneficiaries are bringing their own stories. And for that, they are learning stage designing, costume making, makeup, lights, sound, examples. So many things are there. Second is Trash to Treasure. Here, we are collecting waste material from the streets and transforming it into an art, later which is going to be exhibited in galleries. Our third program, Filmmaking. Here, beneficiaries are making films on problems which they are facing or in community. And they are making films either on their dreams or those of other children. But what are their dreams?
मैं बड़ा होकर बनूंगा आईपीएस ऑफिसर।
और तुम?
हम डॉक्टर बनेंगे। मैं बड़ा होकर आर्मी ऑफिसर बनूंगा। इंजीनियर एडिटर। वो डॉक्टर बनूंगा।
Doctor, engineer, IS officer. That sounds quite familiar, right? Almost every child in India wants to become these. But are these their dreams? Or they are more the desire of their parents? For these children, however, it is different. Because they picked these dreams from the streets. Because their parents stopped dreaming a long time ago. There is a daily struggle. Let's not bury our children's early rich imagination under the trash. At Anurvana, through theater and art, we want to give them space to imagine a life beyond slum reality. Thank you.